4a. Vocabulary. Lexical set. Lexical set means group of words with the same topic, and the topic is animals. A. Look at the groups of words below. How many words can you add to each group? We have 4 groups of animals: mammals, birds, reptiles, and insects. Let's start with the mammals. Repeat after me: wolf, deer, monkey, and kangaroo. These animals are all mammals. Mammals are animals that give birth to their children. That is one of their characteristics. And they breastfeed. They have breasts that produce milk, and they give milk to their children using breastfeeding. Mammals. Mammals. Can you add more to the list? Can you think of more mammals? A lot. Giraffe, tiger, and rhinoceros. Rhinoceros. This is the formal word. Rhinoceros. Informal, you could say rhino. Rhino or rhinoceros. Next group, we have birds. What do birds have in common? They all have beaks, and they have wings. You know that some birds can't fly, but they all have wings. Eagle, goose, pigeon, peacock. Can you add 3 more birds? Parrot. Parrots are birds that can mimic the human voice. They can sound like humans. They can train themselves to sound like humans. Hawk. Ostrich. Ostrich is the world's biggest and heaviest bird. Is it bigger than the kakapo? Yes, but we learned that the kakapo is heavy and big. It is the heaviest parrot, and it cannot fly. And so is the ostrich. The ostrich cannot fly. It is the biggest and heaviest bird. Next we have reptiles. Lizard, crocodile, tortoise, and cobra. What do reptiles have in common? Reptiles have skin covered with scales. What you see here is what we call scales, covering the skin of reptiles. Also, reptiles are cold-blooded. What does that mean? That means their body temperature can vary between summer and winter. When the weather is hot, reptiles can be more active. They can move fast. But when the weather is cold, their body temperature drops and reptiles become less active. They don't move much. Can you think of more reptiles? Here is the alligator. Alligator. What is the difference between alligators and crocodiles? Crocodiles can live in salt water, like the sea. Alligators do not live in the sea. They live in fresh water, like rivers or lakes. Now you must be asking yourself, what is the difference between a tortoise and a turtle? The difference is that a tortoise is a land animal. It lives on land. It doesn't go to the water, whereas turtles go to the water, okay? Iguana and python. What is a python? Python is the world's largest, biggest snake. This snake is not poisonous, but it's very strong. It can squeeze and kill its enemies. Lastly, we have insects. Insects like bees, flies, ants, and butterflies. And here are two characteristics of insects. Insects have exoskeleton. Mammals and other animals have skeleton that is underneath the flesh. But it's a different story with insects. Their skeleton is from the outside. We call it an exoskeleton. Insects also have antennas. Antennas. Can you think of more insects? I can think of cockroaches, beetles, and grasshoppers. Grasshopper, beetle, cockroach. And I'll have to apologize for these pictures. I know they are disgusting. Now we move on to lexical set units of measurements. Centimeter, meter, liters, grams, kilograms, these all are units. Units. We use them to measure, to see how tall something is, how big or large something is, how heavy something is. If you want to know how tall something is, that is called the length of that thing. If you want to know how much something can contain, how big it is, you want to measure the capacity of that bottle or that thing. If you want to know how heavy something is, you want to measure the weight of that person or that thing. To measure the length, we use centimeters, meters, kilometers, inches, foot, yard, or mile. Now I want you to understand something. Different countries use different systems of measuring things. Like in Saudi Arabia, we don't use foot and inch. We use centimeter, meter, and kilometer. And so is Britain. But if you go to America, they use miles, feet, and inches. So you need to learn these units in order to convert between centimeters and inches in case you travel to a foreign country, or if you want to go online shopping. When you visit some websites like Amazon to buy some things online, you will need to convert between units. To measure the capacity, we use milliliters, liters, pint. This is not pint, it's pint, which is a little bit less than half liter. Quart, this is quart, which is a little over 1 liter. Or gallon, which almost equals 4.5 liters. To measure the weight, we use grams, kilograms, tons. Now, in American English, you just write T-O-N, ton. In British English, double N-E. Ounces, 1 ounce equals almost 28 grams. Now notice that we write OZ short for ounce. If you don't want to write ounce, you can just write OZ. Pounds, LB. Now interesting, we don't have the letter L here or B, but why do we use LB instead of writing pound? I don't know actually. Sometimes English can be surprising. And stone. Now, look at the tables and label the pictures. In some cases, there may be more than one answer. More than one answer can be correct. A. Coelacanth. Coelacanth is 330 watt milliliters. B. Carton of milk. A carton of milk can be 1 watt, 1 liter, or 1 quart. Between you and your destination is 25 watt, 25 kilometers or miles? D. A ruler is 30 centimeters or inches? E. A car can be 3.8 meters long or yards. This is a packet of pasta. It is 18 what? Where should we check? Length, capacity, weight. We should check the weight. Is it 18 grams, kilograms, tons, ounces, pounds? It's gotta be ounces. We just put OZ and we read this as ounces. Packet of coffee is 500 grams. A pineapple is 2 kilograms or pounds. An elephant is 3 tons. This human being is 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it with friends. I'll see you again next time, inshallah. Goodbye.